Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Crypto Logic Podcast. My name is Mike. This is your co-host, John. And the goal on our channel is to create generational wealth through logic and understanding. So if that's something you can get behind, then definitely subscribe to the channel and like the video if you find something helpful. So with that being said, let's dive into the show.
It goes a little something like
Yesterday, the market was good. Today, the market is looking good. There's not a lot of things that are dipping right now, but I don't know. I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid, saying that October might be the one where we kind of go parabolic. What do you think, man?
Yeah, but there's a little delay before the real market comes, in my opinion. Right now, Bitcoin has its day right now, and the shit coins have their day right now. So
you think the shit coins are coming back?
Yeah, for now, yeah. This is the last. This is what I was saying for a while. This is their last. I think this is their last leg. I don't know how high it's gonna go, but this is their last stand.
I mean, yeah, a lot of shit coins did kind of blow.
The thing that's funny is that Bitcoin, when Bitcoin rises, is when the shit coin rises. The alts rise. I feel like, in my opinion, unaccounted for Bitcoin, because the money that's coming. Because if you think about it, Bitcoin has a dominance. So the money is either going to go into Bitcoin or utility tokens or alts. I mean, alts as in the little shitty coins, little weird ass name coins.
Yeah, I don't know that they follow Bitcoin like that.
They do. I don't think,
because Bitcoin went up and Sheep didn't do anything. It was only until Elon Musk tweeted about the dog that made Sheep go up.
Bitcoin goes up first. And then it's either, usually after Bitcoin goes up, it's either alts follow it. The alts, they're all alts, but like the utility tokens follow it.
Right.
Or the shit coins follow it. And then the first time around, it was Bitcoin went up, blew up, and then there was the shit coins, and then the meme season came out of that. And then that went down, and then Bitcoin went back up. And then what happened after that? Utility tokens began to rise. So then utility tokens took over. The QUANTs, the Polkadots, the Solanas, all those took over. And then now it's Bitcoin's down again, but Bitcoin went down. Now Bitcoin's back up again. And then now we see the Doge coins, the Shibas, the stronger right now. Before it was all the shitty ass meme coins, the really bad ones,
right? The
rug pulls. Now it's the stronger versions of those meme coins. So right now, apparently the only two that are really, really thriving right now is Dogecoin and Shib out of all the meme coins.
Right.
Like Seifun's dead, Keanu's
dead. Was
dead
a long time
These
ago,
are all
man.
dead, but the strongest of the meme coins are rising. So that's why you see them getting listed on Coinbase, you see them getting listed on KuCoin and all these places. So like after their little run up, then it's gonna go right back down again. We're gonna pull back again, and then after that, I think is gonna be the real run of, obviously Bitcoin goes up, but then all the utility alts are gonna go up, but back up again. Right now, this is their last stand right now, in my opinion.
I mean, I got a lot of sheep people in my comment section hating on me because I made a TikTok basically laughing, and they were like, "Look, bro, we're gonna ride this wave all the way up till we get a Lambo," and I'm like,
yeah, it's gonna go back down right now. It's gonna go down in like a few days.
Bro, if the first thing you buy when you make money is a Lambo, you're gonna be broke tomorrow, which is unfortunate because how are you gonna be able to afford the Lambo after you get it? If you don't have Lambo money, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. An oil change on a Lambo is like $10,000, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty interesting.
Is it really?
It is. It's freaking expensive.
Oh, okay. You're just like saying.
It's freaking expensive to even maintain it. It's crazy. I don't know. At first, I used to have that mindset, when's Lambo type. But now that I'm starting to understand how it works,
it's like $2,000 to $2,000.
It's crazy. It's
like $2,000 for
literally ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. I couldn't do it. But let's dive into the markets, guys. Show you guys what's going on.
Not now
today.
until you have wealth. Until you have
until it pays for itself.
Yeah.
Then I would buy it, but not just buy it just because. You know what I'm saying? The total crypto market cap for today is sitting at $2.3 trillion, up about 4% on the day. Doing pretty good, guys. Bitcoin is, trading sideways, which is good. It's holding that 50,000, which, a lot of people like. Well, it has to find support first. I'm sorry. And it's been consolidating at around 52, 54,000, 55,000. So You know, we can get to that 60,000 once it just, you know, bounces off resistance and goes up.
What's
I think
like,
it's gonna trade sideways for a while.
what follows Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin, the way money is getting poured into Bitcoin, there's gonna be money gonna be poured into the other coins. But at this particular moment in time, it's tokens that have hype and news surrounding around them. Like XLM has news surrounding it, so it pumped. Dogecoin has its little meme era right now, so it's pumping. Sheeb has its meme era right now, so it's pumping. And everything else is just going up, you know, as it were before. So, but right now, honestly, that meme coin era, it's just the stronger versions of them. It's just the last one standing of the meme coins, and it's their last stand. I think it's their last stand. My opinion, it might come back around in like 3 months, but I think this is their last little hype, and then people are profiting right now, and they're still holding. They're still holding right now, which is good. Go ahead, keep holding.
It is what it is.
Make sure you people who are investing into these have a plan, because you guys are just looking at it and have no plan. You guys are just looking at it. It's going to go up again. It's going to keep going up, and then it's going to start going down, and we're going to do panic sell, and that's going to cause a domino effect, and that's when it's going to crash even more.
Their plan is to go to the moon. Their plan is not to take profits or sell or anything like that. Most people that are in SHIB, at least in the comment section that I had, are waiting for a cent. They're waiting for a cent. And I'm like, dude, it's never going to get there, but
it's like
whatever.
0.001% chance of that happening. Unless
I just told him, like, okay. And then one guy told me he was a millionaire. He's like, dude, I'm already a millionaire. I'm like, okay, if that's the case, why are you investing into this if you're a millionaire already?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It doesn't
kind of funny.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Doge is only like 20. It doesn't make sense for you to invest into Doge now, for people to buy in now, to potentially only get a 3x, 4x, because if it's at 25 cents, it does that 3 more times. Is at $1. It won't hit $1 in my opinion. But
I think it will.
Maybe 80 cents. I don't think it'll hit $1.
I think it'll hit $1.
If it hits a freaking $1, that's only like another 3x at this point in time of buying it. Okay, that's cool. Like, you got to put in 1,000, then you'll end up with 4,000.
Could be life changing for somebody. I don't know.
I mean, if that's the case, that's great. And then, you know, I would hope that they would take it out and invest into something that's going to, you know, be here after regulation. But some people are just going to keep holding it, thinking it's going to hit to like, I remember people were making videos about it hitting $100, $200.
Oh, God. No, that's not going to happen, guys. That's just not going to happen. That's not gonna happen.
I remember those videos. I don't know if you remember.
I did.
TikTok doesn't allow those videos anymore.
There's a lot of people. There's YouTube channels that are solely just Dogecoin and Shiba and talking about. There was this guy. I don't even remember his name, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, bro, check out my video. Shiba is partnered with Ethereum." Like, yeah, all right, fam. All right.
Yeah, those people who shouldn't invest shouldn't talk about crypto. The ones that are like, oh, we put in $50, you get 1 million tokens. 1 million tokens. If it hits $1, then 1 million times $1 is $1 million. Like, they just do based off of like how many tokens you have, and they don't do any market calculation, supply. Or
how do you even calculate that? That's like, you can't even calculate that. All right, man. Ethereum's trying to get back to all-time high, about 4,000, man. Has a little bit of resistance it has to get past, but I believe Ethereum could do it, you know, once Bitcoin starts to get healthy. Cardano is up pretty penny from yesterday. We were at 221, now we're at 230. So, you know, ADA is kind of climbing. So good for shout out to ADA holders. XRP still sitting at $1.08. It's been trading sideways though, from $1.07 to about $1.10. So, you know, good for XRP. Should be popping off relatively soon. I know XRP tends to be the last one that kind of does its thing, so you know that would be interesting to see. Solana is still up. It's about 15% on the week. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, it was at like 150 or 155. Was it 160?
Yeah.
Yeah, it dipped a little bit, but hey, it's still up. No worries. Polkadot went from $30 to about 33, so good for Polkadot. Dogecoin, like John has said, it's at 25 cents. You know, the weirdest thing is Sheeb actually got up almost to top 10.
Yeah.
You know,
it'll probably hit to, I would predict, let's see how it says 3-4. It'll probably hit 4-5.
Before what? Before it tanks again?
Before it's done. Because look at that. Look at the trend. Look how it's just going up and up and up.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll hit like 4-5-5 and then start dipping.
It has 4 zeros and then a 3. people are saying that it's gonna hit 1 cent.
Dude,
So that will
do you
be
know how much volume that is?
What is that? A 10,
How much volume
20,
that is?
30x from there?
At a double market cap of where it is now, 13 billion to 26 billion. That's on that number. That 3-4 number is just gonna double. So that number is gonna be what's 3-4 times 2, 7. Because of the
7.
It won't even lose a zero at a 26 billion, which will put it in the top 10, right out of the top 10.
Yeah, it'll be right here, right number 11. It'll be past Luna. It'll be right here. And then if it gets to a cent, that would mean it would be worth. It would be like top 5
A cent?
somewhere. Yeah, a
A
cent.
cent will probably pass Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh God.
A cent, dude. that's
yeah.
You gotta go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0. Restart again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How many
1,
X's
2,
is
3.
that?
But the math doesn't. Man,
I don't even know how many X's
10,
that is.
20, 30,
30?
40, 50,
50x, 100x.
57x.
Damn.
So with 13, I think that's I believe that my math. I'm early in the morning, but I believe that's
Hold
what
on,
it is.
let me see.
13 times 57. Yeah, dude. That for sure
So that's
is gonna pass.
That's a 10x. That's a 100x. That's a 150x.
1,000x.
1,000x. 1,000x. So at 1,000x. Nah, hell no, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
My calculator, if I were to divide, I can't even use my calculator to divide to do the math for the market cap. The quadrillion times the
How many tokens?
the
it has?
cent. The math will give me an error because how much money that needs to be in sheep to hit a cent.
Yeah, because
The calculator on my phone is none of it's not it won't calculate it. I have to like flip it around or something. You have to like do it the
Sheep
long
doesn't
way.
have at least Dogecoin at least has utility. Sheep doesn't even have utility. That's the thing. It doesn't have nothing but a swap. But the swap doesn't. It's just nothing. It's literally nothing.
Yeah. What's the token supply?
I don't know. 100.
Look at
100. What the hell's
what the
100,
hell, dude.
100 quadrillion? I don't know.
How many commas is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, 6 commas. 6 commas.
Yeah, dude. I can't even add enough commas to it to do the math.
Damn, that's crazy.
There's only 5 commas. It doesn't go up to 6 commas. So that's how I know that the math doesn't make sense. The amount of money that needs to be in sheep to hit like a penny, $1, or whatever the case may be.
$1?
It's not gonna happen.
Dude, if sheep hits $1, it would be worth more.
And then
than
people
the
are like,
crypto
"It needs to
space in
lose,
general.
just go down to 2 zeros." I'm like, at best case scenario, 3 zeros. Best case scenario. But other than that, right now it doesn't look like it's gonna. Dude, it's too far away. Look at 3-4. You gotta go to 3-4, 3-5, 3-6, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9, 4, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4. Come on, man.
Let's move on
I'm
to
done.
some positive news, man. If you guys didn't know, MoneyGram launched a USDC settlement using Stellar blockchain, which is MoneyGram basically partnering with USDC on the Stellar blockchain, which is pretty cool. This partnership will allow for customers to withdraw from their accounts using stable coins at physical locations.
Yeah, so when they send money, they can directly transfer it using XLM, and then when the money gets sent to the other person, that person can cash out onto cash or can cash out into a stable coin.
Yeah, it says financial services company MoneyGram International has partnered with Stellar's XLM Development Foundation to enable customers to send their money using Circle's popular
Which is going to be
stablecoin,
on top of XLM.
USDC, and convert it directly to and from fiat. I apologize.
So that's how the stable coins are going to work. Stable coins are going to, so using Stellar's blockchain, USDC is going to be sent on top of Stellar. So XLM is not going to be seen or not going to be heard. It's just going to be working.
Right.
That's how XRP is going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a vehicle. So the USDC is getting sent using XLM. So it's gonna get sent, and then when it lands to the other person, it's gonna land as USDC, and that person can either use that get that USDC and cash out, or keep it in USDC.
Yeah, it says a new segment of cash users will be able to convert their cash into and out of USDC, giving them access to fast and affordable digital asset services that may have previously been out of reach. So yeah,
that's
pretty
we're getting
dope.
closer. That's gonna launch by the end of the year, and then going into next year. That's why the next few years are gonna be crazy. More of this is gonna happen everywhere. Because I know Ripple is partnered with Western Union,
Yep.
but that thing's like low key right now because of the lawsuit. But 2018, I looked it up. Ripple was partnered with Western Union.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty
But
big, guys. It's
Ripple
gonna
was
be pretty
originally
big
partnered with MoneyGram, and then MoneyGram can't. They both mutually agreed to part ways because of the lawsuit.
because of the lawsuit.
So
yeah.
they just went with Stellar.
At least they didn't be like, oh, we're distancing ourselves. It was just more of like a mutual, like, all right,
Yeah.
we'll chill for a minute. You know, once the lawsuit is done, then we could potentially come back.
But they just ended up going
So-
with Stellar.
We'll see. Now, there was a cool thing John stated yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Stellar. Yeah.
I think it was yesterday. But he was basically saying that everything was going to be on the blockchain, even pink slips. And this article came out today, which basically like validated his point, which I thought was it feels good when you get validated, man. You know what I'm saying? But German auto firm becomes the first EU to use Ethereum blockchain
Europe's
to finance.
first.
Yeah, Europe's first. Basically, they're going to be the first ones to finance cars with Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain. So, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if it will say our digital solution brings enormous efficiency benefits to car dealers and settling new standards in the mobility industry, using smart contracts to reduce the total expenditure and documentation involved in financing a car to a minimum. The increased data security along faster and cheaper applications ensures high efficiency. Errors or confusion are virtually impossible thanks to the blockchain.
That's exactly what I was saying. It's like it's just buying a car on the blockchain is going to be much more faster. It's going to be smoother, and then it's going to be recorded on the blockchain, so you know that you own this car. All the documents, all the history, all the information that you need is linked to you and the freaking technology that you use to buy it, whether it's on Ethereum or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
That information, that data is verified, it's secure, and it's safe, linked to you, the owner of that car, however you finance it or you own it outright.
Plus,
that information is there. It's going to make it faster to buy the car. It's going to make it safer to buy the car, and cheaper, and not cheaper, but more, in a sense, cheaper because less paperwork, less time consuming, which means you save money and all that stuff.
It's good for the economy too. They're not going to be printing up all that paper, and then, that paper's just going to end up going in the trash once you get rid of the car or whatever. So, I think I think it's a good thing.
That's where the world needs to go. That's where we're gonna go. That's good. The next thing you know is next thing is gonna be houses and stuff.
Dang. Well, that article is imagine that article comes out tomorrow. John's gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah. People are gonna buy houses using blockchain.
But good call on this, man. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Moving on to some India news, man. There's some stuff going on in India that is pretty interesting as far as like,
yeah, this is the next.
goes.
This is one of the things that I've been thinking about too.
And a first in India, I can't say that name. Is it Telangana?
Yeah,
Telangana.
Telangana.
Sorry, I apologize. Telangana develops a smartphone-based e-voting app.
That's exactly where we're heading in the world too.
John, I think you even said that too.
Yeah,
you said
we're
that
gonna
too.
be voting on the blockchain,
Yep.
and it's that's the main reason why we're not voting now in America, because people obviously. I don't want to make it political, but obviously people were freaking out because of the mail-in voting, because of the P word.
Right.
And remember that mailing vote, and it was a hassle. You had to mail it in, and then the people thought there was like fake vote. I'm not saying crap. I don't care about that stuff.
Right.
But like that was what was said. There's people saying that there was fake mail-in votes.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you believe it or not, I don't care. Don't even talk to me about it. I'm not gonna reply to you about it. Whether or not there was fake votes or not, that argument was brought up.
Right.
People were out there, oh, there's fake votes. Oh, then this thing happened. This is the reason why they won. This is the reason why they lost, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
With the blockchain, you can't dispute anything. There's nothing you can dispute. You can try and cry and do anything you want. There's nothing that you can do that will beat the blockchain technology. There's nothing a human brain can do to defeat to neglect what the blockchain data says. Nothing.
Yeah. it's
Nothing
all
no
recorded.
human brain can do. And
Yep.
that is where it'll be safe to vote using blockchain. Right now, you can hack if you were to do online voting.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, obviously, people are saying that you're getting hacked and cheating with physical mail-in voting. So
Right.
imagine them saying, like, oh, well, you can hack it and do that stuff when you send the information through like a mobile app or mobile thing that has no blockchain behind it, right?
Right.
It's like you know how you send your credit card information over and stuff. It's supposed to be secure with SSL and everything like that.
Right.
But still, people figure out a way to hack that, or they'll say that you got hacked or something. But with the blockchain, your vote gets sent, and it's like sending your token. You own it. No one can ever take it away from you. So that vote gets sent. It's recorded and it's there forever. You can't even delete it. It's just there forever. It's like, oh, this vote counts here.
Do you think?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think they will use it in the form of an NFT as a vote? Like
They could do that
you
too.
could use an NFT, and
But
you
your
have
vote's
it.
private though.
That's true.
The technology.
That's true.
It's literally, think of it like this. It's simple as this. Me and you, and I send you $1 to your wallet. I send $1 to your wallet. You have that dollar in your wallet, and as long as you leave it there, it'll never be taken away. Especially like I send you one die. I sent you one die. It'll be there for hundreds of years.
Right.
It'll never. If you lost your wallet,
It'll still be there.
and then no one will ever find it. They can't get it for you. So think of that same simple technology of the blockchain. You send the vote, and think of each candidate as a wallet. That vote goes to that candidate. It's there. You count it. How many are there? Oh, Vectorspace will probably be able to count it fast for
Probably
you.
more
Plug
than
for
likely.
Vectorspace, but they'll make an AI that'll count it, or you want to be me, you want to be like, oh, I want you to manually count it. Okay, you can do that too. But think about it. That's how simple it's gonna be. And the
That's pretty
vote gets
interesting.
sent to that one wallet, aka candidate, and then that vote is registered there. And that would probably more than likely be NFT technology,
Technically,
but just
yeah.
for verification purposes.
Yeah.
And that vote in your name, and the thing that's cool is that your vote will be there forever.
Yeah.
And then that's cool because you probably have the data for yourself,
Later on in life,
and then you can show your kids,
show your kid.
and then your kids can vote, and then it's like recorded forever. Like, oh, I voted back in 2024, and it's like 2075 now.
Damn.
Like, bang, back in 2024, I have my first blockchain vote. Look, you can show it.
That'd be pretty dope.
You know what I mean?
That'd be pretty dope. Now the U.S. Congress,
That's pretty cool, though, right?
I think it's pretty cool, man. The U.S. Congress is it's having a lot of issues with this SEC.
They wrote a
stuff,
letter
man.
today.
The congressman asked Gary Gensler, to clarify some SEC regulations, man. But as we know, Mr. Burns is he's not giving up. He's not giving any information. He's just kind of beating around the bush, like we said the other day. He's just la 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 la.
No, what's going on is he goes on these news interviews.
Yeah,
and he's
I
like,
think it was a CNBC.
Yeah, and he's like, first he says the SEC regulates cryptocurrencies. We have authority to do so. We have enough that we need to make sure that we get clarity on the crypto space. That's where are you there, Daddy?
Are you there, Dad?
Why do you act like it? Because
you acting
he says,
like it?
"Oh yes, we have enough regulation rights to take over and tell them what to do." Then he begins to threaten these exchanges, right?
Yeah.
Coinbase wants to launch.
always.
Coinbase wants to launch their U program. Hey, you better not do it. We're gonna sue you. Uniswap. We're gonna look into Uniswap. They obviously have a lawsuit in XRP, and then they threaten all these exchanges. And then there's leaks that they're doing deals behind the scenes, doing private deals.
Right.
No one knows about them. Okay, you get clarity though. So go ahead. You good. You paid us. Good. We have a little one. Like one of those things where you point your eye and you look at the eye like we're eye to eye.
Yeah.
So they do behind the scene deals. And then the senators are like, you're doing all these behind the scene deals. You're saying you have full control. Why are you not
Regulating it.
talking to them, giving them clarity, telling them what they need to do so they can continue to move forward or fix whatever that they think they're doing wrong in your eyes? Then he says, oh, well, you guys need to make the laws. We don't have enough power. You need to give us more power. And he's like, you said you had enough power. So what? So then they ask him, okay, you don't think that you think that we need to do it. So they ask him, okay, what do you need? You need to provide us with the information so we can write the laws. Oh, you guys got to figure it out. I don't know. And then it's just like, it's literally, he says,
It's ring around the rosy.
He flexes his muscles when he's by himself on the CNBC, and then when he's in front of the senators, he's like, oh, you guys have to come up with it. I don't know. You guys tell me what to do. That's what he says. He's like, you guys have to write the laws. And they're asking him, what laws do we write? You go talk to them. That's your job. Go talk to them. Come back to us. Tell them what they want to do. Tell them what works with the SEC's guidelines, so then we can write the bills that pass into law. And he's just like, oh, you guys need to do it. You guys need to do it. And he complains saying they don't do enough. They don't know. They don't give me enough power. They just need to give me the power to do it. Remember that one article we brought up? Yeah. And then he also said in this article, he says, well, they don't mention anything. They don't do anything in regards of how to provide clarity or how to write laws or anything. And they freaking grill him. That's why they grill him. That's why they ask him. You're doing all these low key under the table deals, but you're not putting it on the forefront, letting the world see what's going on, and talking to these. You're not having meetings with Coinbase. You're not having and even Coinbase said it. What did Coinbase say? Oh, they're not trying to meet with us.
Yeah, they were ready to meet with them, and they still didn't want to do it.
If you meet with them and allow them to say what they want to do, and then you could say, hey, well, you can do this, but you can't do this. But if you want to do this, you have to do this in order to do that. That clarity. You bring that clarity over to Congress. Congress goes over it and says, okay, they make a law based off of that.
Right.
That's how easy it is. But they're just going in circles. I think it's all just a show. I know that the politicians aren't. I don't know if they're exactly like buddy with them. Like, I think they're more of like they know they need to get the show on the road. I think a lot of them are invested. Pat Toomey's invested. I think Ted Cruz is invested. That senator from Ohio is invested. They're all invested in they use trust funds and stuff like that though.
Right.
But they're all invested.
Strategies type.
Grayscale and Digital Currency Group. They need clarity too. They want the clarity too.
Well, yeah, because their hands are tied.
Yeah, but their job is just to write the law, and he's even offering bills. He's drafting up bills, and this is the headline. He sent a letter to Gary Gensler saying to clarify regulatory authority. The reason why he's saying clarify so we can write the laws for it.
Right. That's
all it is. I don't know what you think.
I mean, I think it's one of those things, man, where it's like, I feel like we won't get clarity until the XRP case is done.
Yes, that's the first part.
And I really don't feel like. I mean, this is good that they're grilling him, but in the same breath, it's like, how are they really going to get any clarification until the XRP's case is done? You know, they're just it's pointless. It's just people just talking at this point. They're not doing it. They can't do anything, because what happens if they say, okay, we got clarity, this is what they can and cannot do, and then the XRP case settles, and then it completely changes. They can't even write laws. They would have to write a amendments to that law, and then it's just gonna be messy. So I'm just like, when I see stuff like this, I'm like, okay, well, until XRP case is finished, there's really nothing we can really do at this point. You know, Gary Gensler's just waiting and biding his time, just waiting, and then next thing you know, the case is gonna be over, and then he's gonna come out and say whatever he's gonna say. That's just what I think, man. I don't know for it to be true.
Yeah,
but that's just what I think.
That's just interesting, because right now, as it stands, there's politicians that know. There's a few that know about crypto. They're ready for regulatory clarity, so then they can continue to make laws for their states and et cetera, et cetera. It's gonna be we don't know if it's gonna be a full federal government thing, or just state by state case, just like how people deal with marijuana, right? Marijuana is illegal federally, but in certain states it's legalized, like in California, I believe Colorado. Yeah, Colorado, Seattle, Washington.
I think they're passing a law to make it federally.
We don't know yet. There's like a lot of rumors and stuff. Like, I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
Cryptocurrency could fall under that umbrella, or it could just be done at the federal level, where the federal law presides over the rest of the states. So like, if it's state by state case, which is like Texas is like crypto friendly, they're like allowing mining, they're allowing all this stuff. States are already doing things to get ready for crypto.
Right.
The federal part is not getting its shit together to figure out, like, okay, this is the guidelines that all you states need to fall under. That's not there yet.
Right.
That's not there yet.
Right.
And other countries around the world are figuring it out right now. Right. So the US, in my opinion, once, like we said yesterday, once the U.S. gets on board and gets together, that's when the rest of the world will kind of like, okay, this is legit. Even though a lot of them are getting into it now, like China's doing their own thing, they're going through it. South Korea has some things.
Right.
Brazil's obviously gonna start trying to make Bitcoin legal tender. Salvador's already doing it, but in regards to like stable coins, exchanges being regulated, once the U.S. has that, I think everything else falls underneath it.
Like I said yesterday when you said that, I totally agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Because
we need so much clarity
a
for
lot
everything.
of people look to the U.S. to see what we're doing first.
Other than the countries that don't like us, like Russia, China, like they do their own thing.
They're gonna do their own thing regardless.
But like all the little smaller countries, like France, right? France, Germany.
They look
South
to
Korea.
us for that understanding and clarity. Okay, if America's gonna do it, okay, we should do it too. So I totally agree, man. I totally agree.
But yeah, I think the countries that have been pushed around forever, they have potential. I'm not saying this is gonna happen. They have potential to be a place where America has to look to them and get tips. I don't know if that will happen, but like a small country that like Portugal or something thriving with crypto, America will have to look at them. Okay, how are they doing it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I would say that would be true, but they would never come out and say it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they'll be like, okay, they're doing it like that. Okay.
Yeah, they would.
You know what I mean?
They would take it. They would take the idea and just say, oh, it's our idea.
Yep.
You know, it's our idea. No one's gonna ever know that it was this country that started it.
Yep. And that stuff happens behind all the scenes. Behind the scenes all the time. That's gonna happen
behind the scenes. Yeah.
All the time. And 100%. This is just a sample of our. This is what we deal with. No one pays attention. No one's paying attention to this. Nope. They're talking about cryptocurrency damn near every day now.
Exactly.
3 years ago, 2 years ago, that wasn't happening. Last year, it wasn't happening.
You wouldn't have this much articles coming out daily.
That's why I think we're gonna have a massive speculative, semi-utility bull run, which is the big run that we're gonna have, where we got clarity, everything is great, and then we don't know what the crash, the stock market's gonna crash.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna
it's gonna crash.
Potential of a new president change. Right? And that person could not be crypto friendly. We're gonna stop crypto, and that can cause a year-long bear market until another president comes in and says, "Oh, crypto's back."
Yeah.
And that thought came in my head right now because that could happen. The president could change, and then that person could be anti-crypto.
But they have like 2 years, right?
Stop it. 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Stop
4 years.
Say, all right, crypto is a scam, crypto is bad, and stop it. And then there'll be a fight. There'll be a fight, right? And that's what the FUD. It's gonna be so much FUD. So much FUD. Everyone's gonna bounce.
Yeah, it's gonna shake out a lot of people.
And then another change of the guard comes in. Oh, we got it all wrong. We got it all wrong. Crypto's actually good. And then that's when everything gets normal. But I don't know. This is like a rant, but this is just, think about it, you know? Like, what can cause this crash? Because after clarity, because clarity is what we need, and that's but it's not gonna be true clarity. True clarity is when the elites have their infrastructure built and they're moving their money in, they're moving their capital in, their billions and billions and billions and $1 billion, and that's when the market's not as volatile. So then what's gonna cause that to be the opposite? Like, what's gonna cause it to go down?
Maybe they pull their money. I don't know.
That just like that. I mean, the stock market, the stock market, they don't do that unless there's bad things coming. Like
inflation is the problem. Inflation, our inflation is way
But that's for the stock market.
It's our general dollar. The inflation is too expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. Like if you go to the grocery stores, you try to buy milk 6 months ago. Milk was probably like $2.19. Now milk is like $3.50 or something like that. They're even saying that people are putting less ice cream in the actual Tupperware in at the store.
But that's where the smart money is moving. They're moving out of the stock market and they're going into crypto.
They're taking their money out of the fiat and they're putting it into assets, whether that be the stock market. Well, I don't think it's going to be a stock market.
No, they're taking their money out of the stock market.
It's higher. It's more inflated. The stock market is more inflated than anything. So I think they're taking that out and putting it into crypto, and that's what's going to cause.
We brought up George Soros yesterday, a billionaire. He's selling his stocks to buy crypto. Well, crypto is a new asset, new digital asset along with gold and silver. That's when the market, when everything crashes, like fiat world wise, that's when gold and silver and stuff prices rise. That's when they're expensive. That's when everything goes up. Gold and silver go up because that's where the billionaires and all the go into.
They're gonna put their money.
The stock
there.
market crashes not because of the economy, something's wrong with the economy. It's because the money is getting pulled out of it. All the elites are pulling their money out of it because of something happening. So there's the debt ceiling, all this stuff. That's all political stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But in regards to the debt ceiling and all this stuff, there's a lot of fake money being printed. A lot of
Yeah.
a bubble's gonna pop at some point, and then we just gotta see if that money is flowing into crypto like we think it's going to, and then we're seeing signs that it is.
Right. Especially with all the the corporations getting in.
But then my thing
things
is,
of
what
that nature.
causes cryptos to crash? Is it the government stuff?
We'll
is it
see.
The laws?
A lot of people say it's manipulation, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, guys, let's move on to the tweets of the day. Now, this first tweet, we shouted out Dread Bongo, sorry, a couple of videos ago, but he had a pretty interesting showcase about Quant, so we want to bring it to you guys. So he said people need to understand the huge legacy infrastructures will use a variety of technologies. Over Ledger simply allows for the interconnectivity and communication of said technologies / projects. Quant truly unlocks the potential for everyone involved because of the interoperability of it.
Yeah.
So this picture was, I thought it was pretty cool.
Everything.
It just
Quant connects everything.
It's like a plug. It gets plugged into Quant. Boom, boom. Smaller plugs and then bigger plugs, and then there's gonna be bigger ones behind that.
People really thought that we were against Quant.
Oh, in the interview?
Yeah. And I'm like, we both hold Quant, and it's like, it's not like we're against it. We're like, hey man, we're thinking of someone that's new to crypto, looking at Quant 400. Yes, we believe in how much it can go, but theoretically, it's not gonna hit 10K in the next 6 months or whatever. Like, we don't think so, and if it does, great.
Right.
But for someone to come in with $1,000, like, you're gonna get like 2.5 Quant. That's good. If it hits 10K, you have 20K, but that's not gonna happen this run. You probably your 1K will probably turn to 3K, right?
Well, I mean, okay, so if
I don't want to talk too much about money numbers, but
if they're buying Quant right now and they haven't bought anything else, they're just getting in. They're drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Quant at $400
or $300
or $300. If you only have $1,000 to invest and you're looking for, I mean, you're already going into it with the wrong mindset because you're not going to be taking profits if you're just getting in now. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to hold this throughout the bear market whenever that does happen. So what value does it bring for you to get in at $300 as opposed to potentially getting in at $100 when the bear market comes, or however low it gets? What if it goes to like $50? Not saying that it will, but what if it does? You bought in at $300. Now you have the dollar cost average down to get it underneath $50. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were hating on us because we were like, hey, we would much rather you look into XRP as opposed to Quant.
Yeah, XRP just hasn't had his run up yet.
It hasn't had his run up.
It hasn't broken all-time high yet.
Quant has had a run up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we were saying, but everyone misconstrued it as, oh, they're hating on Quant. They don't like Quant. It's Quant against XRP. It's not.
It was a clickbait title for you guys. I mean, I guess it worked, but
we hold both. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not one of those. One or the other.
It's literally a little healthy debate about Quant and XRP. They're not in competition with each other. They're other.
They're not.
So there's no reason for us to be in competition with each other. They're gonna work together. They're gonna work together. XRP will only have Quant, and Quant will only have XRP. It's gonna Quantum. Damn, you move that movie real fast.
Let me show you what I could do.
Yeah, no, they'll probably use XRP to move the money.
They could. XRP is gonna be the railway,
Quant
guys.
is building the dollar. They're building the digital dollar. They're building the infrastructure for the digital dollar. They're gonna build everything, and XRP can just be a chip that connects, and then that chip allows Quant to send the digital dollar that they just built within 3 seconds to the other side of the world. And then they'll shake hands and be like, great, this is great.
It works.
They're not here to pump each other out the way and get it. No, they're here together. There's no reason for us as investors to do the same thing if they're not even doing it. Why are we fighting with each other if they're not even? They're gonna shake each other's hand and be like, cool, let's get this thing. Let's change the world together. But people are like, oh, Quant, oh my God, I have 7 Quant, I have 7 Quant. Great, brother, great for you, man.
Yeah, good job, man.
Cool, but think of someone that's new that's just coming into crypto.
Exactly.
They're gonna buy 2 quant with $1,000. They got $3,000. Stimulus check comes in or something, $1,000. They buy 2 quant. That's $600 already. They have $400 left. Oh, I'm gonna buy another one. Now they spent $900 on 3 quant. They have $100 left. Throw $100 in XRP. Now they have 3 quant that they have to hold for your said $10,000 investment.
Yep.
Great. It's literally banking on one, which will eventually get there, but who knows how long it'll take to get there? We don't know.
Exactly.
The utility hasn't kicked in yet. There's no even laws for crypto yet. So Quant's not gonna be fully activated until the laws are in place. It's not gonna. You guys gotta get out of this fantasy world. These real cryptos are not gonna be fully utilized until the laws are in. The government needs to be in front. It just has. That's just the way the world works.
That's just how it has to work.
That's the way the world works. Visa's barely starting to build the blockchain for the interoperability, and everyone's saying it's me quant, which I believe it is too.
Yeah.
Mike said it on air.
Yep.
I believe there's connections and stuff, but that won't be full green lit until
Clarity.
the laws are in place.
Clarity. It's just what it is.
Right?
I feel the same way.
If you were born in the 1900s, you bought a car, right? And you bought a car that they built. You own that car. Do you know that your car would have been destroyed because they didn't have roads yet? You'd be ground on that gravel road where the horses were trotting, and you'll be driving your car, and the guy on his horse looking at you laughing. Look at your thing, it's all broken. Look at my horse. And then the cars go in the car. You know what they did? Oh, damn. Cars are beautiful. The guy is like, damn, cars work. We just need something to help the cars out. Oh, we need to build bridges. We need to build roads. They built roads. And then you know what happened next? The guy on the horse.
God damn.
I need me one of those. I'm gonna sell my horse, kick the horse to the curb, and then I hit the car. Because the car was flying by him. Boom. Not like that fast, but you know what I mean.
Right,
Think
yeah,
about it. Before they built the cars before they built the roads. Then when they realized that the cars were like, oh man, the cars getting damaged, the tires getting damaged, the rocks are kicking up, and dust is flying everywhere because the car's going. They can't see. People are coughing. It's bad. They built roads for the car. That's what's gonna happen with crypto. Crypto's here. Where are the roads? The laws are gonna provide the traffic lights and basically for where everything needs to go and what works. That's just how it happens. Just look at history.
I agree. Quant Mommy said some pretty interesting stuff, man. She said we're all at an odd stage here where folks are chasing green candles for shitcoins, unfortunately. They are also worried about catching every single pump that they will gem swap. Like they'll take their Quant, sell it for VXV, or they'll take their VXV, sell it for Shiba.
No, people sold their XRP for Quant, which I don't care. But people were doing that, right? People were doing that with VeChain for Morph.
Yep. She said, do yourself a favor. Stop over trading. You won't win. Trust me, I've tried and was burned hard.
That's a good tweet.
It's one of those things, guys, where it's like you shouldn't ever sell your position for a potential green candle. It just doesn't make sense. It's
a FOMO, right?
As a FOMO.
Yeah.
You know, like with Quant and XRP, our thing is we hold both of them. We're not in competition. We're not one over here, right? We hold both of them, but we're not going to sell one of them to get more of the other one. We're going to hold both of them. You know what I'm saying? So
there's ways to do it. How I look is, I'll try to make it quick because I feel like I've been on a ranting roll this episode. But like I consolidated my Digibyte, right? My Digibyte, I've been holding Digibyte for like 7-8 months.
Yeah.
And it has been doing pretty much nothing. Okay. But I didn't FOMO into Morph because like I didn't sell my Digibyte to buy Morph at the top. We found Morph. It doesn't always happen this way, where you find a token before it doubles or triples and blows up.
Right.
We found Morph at $1.60, and I said, "Hey, my Digibyte's not doing anything. I'm gonna just sell this, and then I'll eventually one day we'll get back in Digibyte, or just never get back into it. I'm like over it, right?" So I sold my Digibyte position to get into Morph, but I didn't do that when I saw it trending or I saw the hype around it. That's like me selling my Morph now to get into Sheep because I see Sheep trending.
Right. You're chasing green candles.
That's what she's saying. Don't do that. If you have a project that you believe in, don't just sell it because, oh, it's hyped up. Oh, buy. Just make a strategic decision with your portfolio. That That's basically doing your own research.
Yep.
You do that due diligence to yourself, then you'll be fine.
I agree.
You're not always gonna catch a token before it blows up.
Nope.
But don't ever buy a token because it's blowing up.
Or buy it, or
Buy it because you like it and you believe in it.
You're gonna chase the green candle, and you're gonna buy the top, and then you're gonna fall, slide back down the back end, and be salty that everyone else is talking about all the gains they made, and you're sitting over here sad because you bought the top. It's your fault.
Like we saw Morph. We did the research. We didn't buy Morph off of hype. It wasn't even hyped up yet. Even if it was hype, I would have still been like, dang, this is a really good project.
Right. And if you did come sliding back down the back
I'll
end,
be fine with it.
You wouldn't care.
Because I'm like, hey, I like this utility, and I see this utility doing more for the world than this utility that I was in previously. But people were literally selling their bags of whatever token, XRP, XLM, or whatever, to get on the hype of Quant and VXV blowing up.
Yep.
Wow.
Even
remember?
sheep too.
Yeah.
Even sheep too.
And I remember on the episode, you consolidated too. I remember I was like, hey man, I purged like 12 of my cryptos.
Yeah.
I consolidated a lot of my cryptos to move into Alliance Block, VXV, etc. Because I'm like, hey, I believe in this long term. I didn't do it because it was a hype. It was before the hype, but I'm just saying for people that don't do enough research in the beginning and then they see a little bit of a trend or something.
Yeah.
Don't invest because of the trend. Invest because of the research that you did.
Exactly. Well said, my friend. Well said. Now, this one is pretty interesting. Coinbase is absolutely in the business of making money.
So we said before too.
No surprise there at all. Don't fret, folks. Our time will come. And he specified Quant, HBAR, VXV, Albert, LCX, XRP, and Bitcoin.
That right there. Look at those tweets. Look at those coins he posted. Can't go wrong with those. Quant, HBAR, VXV, Albert, LCX, XRP,
and Bitcoin. Yep.
You can't go wrong with those.
You can't go wrong with them. And the reason he's saying this is because it listed SHIB and everyone was like, oh, it's going up because John, well, you primarily said it, basically saying that it's a money grab. You know what I'm saying? It's a money grab with Coinbase and KuCoin, which, I mean, hey, it's a smart business decision.
Exactly.
And, you can't fault them for it.
KuCoin listed SHIB too, and that's why everyone got mad the other day because VXV is not on there. But it's like, hey, they know how much money they can make off of SHIB, and they know that this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity because when it gets regulated, they're gone. They
know VXV needs more of a strategic process because it is the utility of it. You know what I'm saying? They're not just gonna list it and then. What happens if they list it the wrong way and then somebody comes to them and says, hey, you listed this wrong and now it needs to do that.
Liquidity.
You know
just
what I'm saying?
Just like running out of liquidity.
So I look at it as like, look, SHIB's going to be gone in, however long it takes for it to like disappear unless they have some utility.
And then these exchanges, you know what they're going to do?
Oh,
I said it yesterday. Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. Delete. They're gone now. Don't worry about it. Hey, we're good. Everyone that's holding it. I can't move my coin.
Yeah, exactly.
So. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but these exchanges don't really care about you. Just like Robinhood, did they care about you when GameStop was pumping and they stopped it?
Nope.
Whoever was in that mania, did they care? Did they care when Dogecoin was pumping on Robinhood and you were trying to cash out and they locked it?
Yeah,
did they care?
And you couldn't sell it.
AMC, did they care?
I said the same. I told the guy the other day. I was like, dude, if the same thing happened to XRP. Well, the same thing that's happening to XRP now happened to SHIB. Do you honestly think that the creators of SHIB is going to say, oh, yeah, we're going to fight this. We're going to fight this because we have utility? Or do you think they're going to say, oh, my bad, bro. Hey, well, how much do we owe for unregistered? All right, 100 million? All right, bet. Here you go. Sorry, no harm, no foul. We're out of here.
SHIB Twitter gets deleted.
Do you honestly think that's not going to happen?
Dogecoin will be saved. Dogecoin will be saved
100%.
Because they'll implement it somewhere.
Well,
as a currency.
It'll bring utility. The Flare network will bring utility to Dogecoin. So,
but SHIB literally is a security.
100%.
That thing is literally.
By definition, it is security. 100%.
You're buying it and you're just banking. All you do is it's like you're betting on the horse races. You put money in and you look at the screen. Come on, keep going. That's what you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're looking at the screen. You're looking at the chart. Come on, keep going. Eating popcorn. Come on, sheep, keep going. That's all you're doing. It's like how the horses when they run around the track.
Yeah.
It's gambling. You're gambling.
It's crazy.
While
man.
when you invest in the quant, you let them work.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
let them work, and then you start
Exactly.
looking at the world use quant. You're just watching them work.
Quant,
There's a difference.
Quant is like the
XRP,
the
XLM.
What is that thing that goes on the
Chainlink.
bottom of the shoe of the horse? It's the
hoof?
the hoof. You know how they're basically almost interoperable in that sense. Quant will be the hoof that all the horses use to run with. I mean, that's
Well, they're born with it.
bad analogy, but you know what I'm saying. You get the point.
Yeah, they're the wheels of the car.
Now, shout out to David. Is it
Yeah,
Clemens?
Dr. David Clemens. We were supposed to put him on the show on Monday. We forgot. We didn't forget, but it was a crazy week. But
So
we got you on there, brother. We got you on.
when we first started the episode, John basically said this without actually even seeing this tweet.
Yeah,
He said,
that's why
good lesson for the next cycle. Dumb money goes first onto Bitcoin pumps, which John said in the beginning. Meme coins are king on the first leg of this journey, which John said again, which is sheep and Dogecoin and stuff like that. And if I recall, last minute grows, this happened with Dogecoin, and then it filtered into altcoins after VXV,
Genius.
Albert, Quant, and Usos.
Think great minds think alike.
So John literally, if you go back to the beginning, if you skipped and you used the timestamps and you skipped to this point right here, go back to the beginning, and John basically just said,
I like felt it,
this
and then
entire
I
thing.
read this, and I was like, oh, so we gotta bring it on.
literally everything he said in the beginning. So it's Bitcoin's
It's
gonna
like
pump,
I felt it when I
and
said
then
it.
the meme coins are gonna have their chance, and then the altcoins
That's the cycle. It happened. It's history rhyming.
repeating itself.
Bitcoin pumps, right? Dumb money goes first on Bitcoin pumps, and then the meme coins tend to boom. But that last run, that's why I said in the beginning, that last run up was before, that was the first ever meme coin pump.
Yeah.
So what happened was Dogecoin blew up, and then there's obviously scammers and weirdos out there that, oh, we can just duplicate it. Oh, we can get all these people. We'll make Dogecoin killer. Sheeb was born as a Dogecoin killer. Don't forget now, Sheeb is the Dogecoin killer. Don't forget now. Don't forget.
Yeah.
They're not marketing like that anymore. But remember, Sheeb was considered the Dogecoin killer.
It was labeled Dogecoin killer.
That was the hype that they built off of. So they created an army. They created Doge versus Sheeb. And now we're all meme coins. We're a happy family. We're a happy family. We're all gonna make money. yeah. Don't forget, they try to kill you, Doge community. and that's when the Safe Moon came, and the Keanu's, and then the Boo Boo Boob, and then the weird names, and the Tuskgate, and all this stupid stuff. Because people were trying to duplicate the hype.
Yeah.
Oh, Doge can do. We only needed to do 40% of what Doge did. We only need to do 20% of Doge did. And then they just started repeating. That's when that cycle came. Binance blew up because of it. And then after that, hype went down. What happened after that? Bitcoin went up again. And then utility, yeah. That's when utility had its run up. And that's when you saw Quant, VXV, ALBT, VChain had a little pump. Like all these utilities had a pump. I'm repeating what I said in the beginning. So if you guys didn't watch the beginning and skipped it here, you're just hearing what I said in the beginning. And then now, is he saying it's going to happen again? Sheeb and all there have their day. And then boom, what's going to come back up next?
Utility.
So I think this is setting up the next run up, because clarity is going to be bad for the shit coins, but good for the utility coins.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. 100%.
Because clarity provides, hey, this is why this is not a security. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it has utility.
Yeah. But all
This
the
is
other, all the
why
meme coins,
this is a security.
all the meme coins are gonna
And that's what
go
people
away.
need to understand. When clarity comes in, it's good news for utility, bad news for shit.
Better get your spray ready, because it's coming.
It's all opinion, though. Not financial advice, it's all opinion. You can take it as entertainment purposes.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on to the market gainers and losers, guys. Go ahead and refresh real quick. Hit that
Dang,
24
it's
hours.
funny because I was
Holy cow! Look at
go.
Morph. Morph went from $3.26 to $4.20.
Yeah.
Let's go! Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Morph at
Let's
$4.26. Whoever got into this when we first started talking about at $1.60, shout out to you, man. We first put it in the Discord.
I'm selling all of it right now.
We
No, I'm just
gave you
kidding.
guys all the information to do your own research. We did not show this to you. We did not tell you to get in, buy. If you wanted to understand what Morph did and what Morph does, we give you breakdowns, detailed breakdowns of each individual token that we say that, hey, this is what we're looking at. We don't say, hey, go ahead, guys, get into this. It's going to blow. It's going to be the next 1000X. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding, guys. It's up 15% on the day, almost 60% on the week. That is a really good pick. Shout out to the Morph Network. Now, XLM has reached the second spot. I feel like it's because of the partnership with MoneyGram. That is seeing a little bit of a pump. So shout out to XLM for that. We talked about ADA, we talked about Ethereum, but when we started the show it was at 3,400. Now it's at 3,600. So it's moving up there. ELF is moving, trying to get towards that dollar again. VeChain, like I told you guys yesterday, it will consolidate with every step it gets. First it was 9 cents a week, 10 cents a week. Now it's at 11 cents. Let's see if it lasts a week. We don't know. I mean, we're coming to the end of the week, so potentially it probably will be a week before we see VeChain move up as well. CRO's trying to get back to 20 cents. Bitcoin we spoke about. XRP we spoke about. Alliance Box trying to get back to $1. Elrond has been trading sideways for a while. It's been at $240 for the last couple days, maybe even a week. That it's just been trading sideways, but that's good. It's up 18% on the week, so it's not bad. If you're in this right now and you bought it at a decent price, you're still up 18% on the week. ZRX has hit above $1 and it stayed above $1, so shout out to ZRX. Cosmos is one of the ones that John is going to get into during the bear market. It's interesting to see how high it will go, and then
Still far back down it goes.
how far back it goes before you,
Flow,
you
man.
pull the
Look at Flow,
trigger.
still standing strong.
Harmony won at 17 cents. Flow still doing good. It's consolidating. It's been at about 19 cents.
We added
$19.
We added it on when it was $15. So
yeah, I mean that was one episode where when we seen that 19, it was at the top spot. So it was like, damn.
yeah,
So good for Flow, man.
Flow's only gonna get better because the NFL utility hasn't kicked in, the UFC utility hasn't kicked in, the Google utility hasn't kicked in,
Right.
and then there's gonna be potential more partnerships. Like Flow is only gonna get better, and
100%. I agree.
after the bear market, obviously it'll be even way better. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, blue chip for Flow. HBAR trying to get back to 40 cents. Quant has dipped underneath $300. So hey, you know what I'm saying? If you are in that argument of, hey, Quant is still a gem at $400 and you want to, dollar cost average into it, this might be an opportunity for you to do so. Not financial advice or anything, but hey, it's under $300 if that's what you want to do. GRT, a lot of people are saying that it's going to be pumping soon. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Not sure. Engine is trying to get back to $2. Algorand dipped under $2 at $1.87. This is the one that I want to really look into, getting into the bear market. I really like Algorand and what it's doing with this project, so I'll be getting into that, just not right now. Stacks is doing pretty good as well. LTX is finally not all the way at the bottom spot. It was close to it the other day. It's going through a little retracement. It's down about 20% on the week. I'm sorry, and about 4% on the day.
Gala.
Gala
Buying
Games. That one has been trading sideways. I mean, it was 10 cents yesterday. It was 10 cents the other day, and 10 cents at the start of the week. So,
Love Gala.
Gala's going to be pretty good as well. DAG hasn't really recovered yet from the last time it dipped. But if you believe in DAG and you know what it does, then this will be a pretty good buying in opportunity for you. This will be like where a lot of people got in on HBAR at around that 20 cent mark. So
a lot of people got in at 3 cents and under.
Yeah.
Like Bearer Bull got in at 1.8 cents. Crypto Mason got in at 3 cents.
Yeah. So I mean,
But 20 cents is the average of
20 cents
most
is pretty
people.
good,
Of the
you
most
know.
people that got in HBAR.
exactly 20%. 20%.
That's when I was getting in.
20
Like 19 cents.
is definitely a good buy-in opportunity. Veracity is doing pretty good at 4 cents. XDC at 13. LCX at 16. It's still up 24% on the week. LCX is doing pretty. LCX, I'm sorry, is doing pretty good. They have a lot of stuff coming out, especially with the app and all that. LCX is going to be blowing up relatively soon, in my opinion. XYO's down here at the bottom at 2 cents.
Everyone's freaking out about Vectorspace,
And then
which is crazy to me.
Vectorspace has dipped a little bit from that $12 that it was yesterday. But I mean, it's normal,
People
dude.
are freaking out about Vectorspace going down to 10. I'm like,
It's normal.
did you guys just buy in at like $9 or $11 or something?
Well, if they just bought in, they didn't buy in that price. They bought in $13,
Yeah,
$15,
I'm like,
maybe $12.
I'm like, you guys are funny. You guys are funny.
I just feel like people don't take the good with the bad, right? They only want to be around with the hype, and then when the hype dies out, then all of a sudden they turn their cheek and like, oh yeah, I got out of that, dude. It was tanking. It was about to rug. And it's like, dude, if you're gonna be in a project, especially if you're gonna FOMO into a project, you need to understand what you're getting into, so you don't have that mentality that, oh, if it goes down, I'm losing money. You have to understand what you're putting your money into. That's just what it is, man. But most people don't. And when they see Vectorspace retrace a little bit, because in actuality, bro, if you really think about it, Vectorspace hasn't really had a super correction. It's always been stabilized. If it jumped from $9 to $11, $11 to $15, the most it has dropped is down maybe like 2-3%. Now it's dropping down almost 10%. So this is just like full retracement where,
man, if that thing goes down under $5, you know how, man, I'm gonna FOMO into that.
And then on top of it, they
But
started
good FOMO though. That's good FOMO.
They started the buybacks, which kept the price stable. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's just one of those things. You just have to realize.
You want to FOMO when it's going down, not when it's going up.
Exactly.
That's the trick. You don't FOMO when it's going up. You FOMO when it's going down. If you do that, you don't lose when that happens. You don't lose because when it goes up, when everyone's buying in, they're buying your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're getting your price appreciation from them. And this is strictly only if you're investing on price. Obviously, we know what Vectorspace can do. We love it, what it can do.
Yeah.
I would still continue to buy in now. But I have bought in. We have bought in what? Under $4. Under like around $3. There's no need to continue to buy in. If it retraces, then there's opportunity that, oh man, this is opportunity, another door that opened up.
Exactly.
There's like XRP. There's no need to continue to keep buying XRP when we bought it under 50 cents. It's like when I can just buy this like Gala, right? I want to buy Gala. I can buy LCX. I can buy Alliance Block.
There's a lot of stuff you can
Come
buy.
on.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot.
It's not financial advice. No, everyone do your own thing. But this is what we do. We're just documenting what we're doing. That's all we're doing.
Exactly.
It's not like we're doing it. We're not magic sorcerers. And it's like, oh, we know exactly. We don't know the future.
We don't have a crystal ball.
Yeah,
guys.
this is just based off of research, and it's like, hey, this is what I think. Out of my research, what I think.
Exactly. This is off of our research and understanding, guys. So definitely take that with a grain of salt, but do your own research. That's the bottom line. Do your own research. All right, guys. Please do your own research.
I feel like this episode we were grilling people a lot.
We were, man, but I told you yesterday that we need to have these conversations because if we don't have these conversations, no one will ever have these conversations.
Yeah, man. I'm tired. I don't want to be thinking like I get what you're saying. I feel like I know that this is like really long and I was like freaking out right now. And I'm like, man, are these episodes getting too long? And people are thinking like these guys are saying stuff all the time. But I'm like, you know what? I'd rather us talk to 10 people that are willing to listen to us than talk to thousands of people that are just trying to, wow, well, sheep, talk about money, talk about what's this, talk about. We're like actually talking about real crypto.
Real concern.
You know what I mean? And we've been doing it since we started this channel. When we first started this channel, our first episodes were, what do you want to know about crypto, basically? What are exchanges? And then that's it. We had one thing where we invested into one rug pull.
Yep.
Just one that we thought was legit. It wasn't like they weren't paying us. It wasn't an agreement. It wasn't anything to do with that. It was just, hey, this thing actually can be the standard to beat these rug pulls. And it ended up being a rug pull.
Yeah.
So it's like, and we showed, dude, we had millions of tokens, millions. We bought in, invested heavily into it early in the day, and it got rugged. And people out here really thinking that, oh, these guys don't know what they're talking about. These guys over here talking about utility tokens now. Check the date, bro. That's all I'm saying. Check the date.
Yeah.
Check the date, and you'll see. That doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie. You check the date.
Exactly. There's nothing. We're not hiding anything here. We invested into a rug. We didn't know it was a rug, but the thing is, we learned from it.
Exactly. That needed to happen. I feel like that needed
to happen to have an understanding. Some people are like, look, this guy invested in a rug. I'm not going to do it. But when it happens to you, you need to either learn how to adapt or you either go back and go.
You know what's crazy though? The people that probably laugh at us that say like, oh, they were in a rug or they got rugged. Now they want to talk utility. Your dumbass is probably looking for another rug. Don't even know it.
Or they're already in one.
Or they're still looking. You know how, I'm sorry for being mean, but I'm not sorry. But you know how people are like, oh, we got a rug. What's the next one? Oh, this dude, baby XRP's looking good. Baby XRP. They just got rugged a week ago. Now they're trying to get their gains back with another rug. We got rugged. All right, that's it. No more. Where did really, like, we've always been utilities, but we won't put a dime into these weird names and stuff or anything.
Nope. Nah, we won't.
He won't even. We talked about yesterday, the other day with Dante. He didn't even want to look at WAS token.
Nope.
Mike didn't even want to look at it.
Hell no.
I in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. was trying to buy it, but I was only up like $30 in. But hey, that $30 would have turned into $300. It would have. Yeah. But the Uniswap wasn't working, so I didn't get in. The Uniswap, the site was down, like on the MetaMask.
Right.
But see, he wasn't like, oh, what you got? Oh, what is it? Where's it at right now? Ooh, okay. He's like, bro, I don't care. He was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't even want to look at it.
Because it's not.
I don't know if it's a rug pull. I don't know if it is or not. He just didn't care about he's like,
I didn't know anything
copycat.
about it, man. It was just one of those things. And it's not like I didn't see it blowing up on Twitter. I did see it.
People just that thought that we have of chasing these hypes is not there anymore.
No, it's really not. At this point in the stage, I feel like it's too late.
That was in our Discord. That token was brought up in our Discord before it blew up, a week before it blew up.
Yeah,
at like 2 cents or something.
Yep.
Before it blew up, and it was a casual conversation. It wasn't even, buy right now. It was like, what is this thing? People are like saying there's only 200 holders, and we had a little discussion about it. And I was more focused on Morph. I was talking about, oh, look at Morpheus, and then the Hypersign one, and the Hypersign one looks like it's legit because they're working with Polygon.
Polygon, yeah.
They're working with Polygon. They have articles written about them. They have a Goldman Sachs, former Goldman Sachs VP on their their board.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking legit and they're newer. So I was focused on that, and then I just when I was done researching, I took a gander at this little token. I don't want to say it on air. This little token. Did I say it already?
Which one? Hypersign?
No, the one that's like people are like saying got rugged already.
No, you didn't.
I don't think it got rugged. It just dipped, but it bounced back pretty good. But I'm not in it. I'm not gonna get into it because now it's too late.
Right.
But like we said, I know the show's running on forever, but I feel like Mike said, no one talks about this type of stuff because they think that it won't get views or clicks or whatever the case may be.
It's not. Our channel has never been about views or clicks, man. We honestly, when you watch our show from the beginning, it says we're trying to help you create generational wealth through logic, and understanding.
Think with logic. That doesn't mean that we know definitively what we're saying is 100% accurate or not. We're just using logic for our decisions and what we interpret the news says.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Which is what you should be doing. Don't listen to what a YouTuber says about something. Do your research about it. We're just documenting what we think about it. And if you guys choose to agree with us or disagree with us, that's healthy.
Exactly.
That's healthy.
You don't want people just agreeing with me just because 100% I'm a
shillers.
Influencer. That doesn't do anything for me, guys.
We don't want people out there like, all the comments, talk about this token, that's dead. That's gonna die. It's over. That thing is gonna end. That era is gonna end soon.
Yeah, man.
And we've said it since the beginning. You can go back to our beginnings. Last thing we say, go back to one of our episodes in the beginning, and we said that's not real crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not real crypto.
So if you guys want to be around like-minded people, hang out with like-minded people, join a cool community, join our Discord, send the Beacons link in the description down below. If you want to follow us on all of our social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all at CryptoLogic Pod. We literally post every single day because we want to bring as much value as possible alongside with our YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
It goes a little something